This is another New Black World Order TV Productions. Chopper. Grand Rising family, what's happening? All right, we getting it in. We're going to go deeper into these Bible contradictions, right? This is King Shah, right? And this is another teachable moment, right? We want to start off with the statement, if God is with you, right? Or with us. Most of you who are under the Bible programming, right, can finish the statement because you've been programmed. The first 7 years of your life, you were indoctrinated with the dogma, right? The religious bullshit, right? So let's get it in. If God is with you, who can stand against you? So we're going to focus on the word stand against you, right? Will they fall because God is with you? Will they cave in? Will they relinquish their stand because God is with you? Will they allow your will to be done over them if God is with you? Romans chapter 8, verse 31. The big question mark, right? So we want to see which one of the verses listed here, right, is true, right? We have Judges chapter 1, verse 19. Write that down. Go look it up. Read the whole book of Judges. Read the whole chapter 1, right? And then start to questioning. We also want to look at Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17, right? These are the two verses, right, where we want to ask or find out which one is true. So we're talking about, are there any contradictions in the Bible, right? So Romans chapter 8, verse 31, write that down. Judges chapter 1, verse 19, Isaiah chapter 54, verse 7, and let's get it in, right? In the book of Judges, they talk about Judah and his men, right? In a military campaign, right? Where they had to go remove a people, right, from out of, right, their land, or where they stood, where they stand at, where they inhabited, where they resided. Were they going to give up what they claimed to be theirs? They took a stand. They took a stand against Judah. They took a stand against Judah and his men, right? And we want to look at Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17, where it says that no weapon, right, shall prosper, right? So if someone takes a stand against you, right, whether they have weapons or not, right, according to Romans chapter 8, verse 31, if God is with you, who can stand against you? Whether they have weapons, whether they have wisdom, whether they have knowledge, etc. If the Bible is true, then we can safely say that if God is with you, no one can stand against you, right? But if you went and looked at this verse here, Judges chapter 1, verse 19, it says that they took the people from out of the mountains, they conquered them. But there was a people in the valley that they could not remove, that they could not remove them from the stand that they took against Judah and his men, right? So earlier on one of my other Bible contradiction videos, I was trying to get you to understand that our people, right, is more difficult to get them to stop lying than it is to put a pair of pants on an elephant. And I got one leg on the elephant. I'm doing a better job at putting a pair of pants on the elephant before I can get a Negro pen to stop lying with the Bible and with God, right? So our people love their feelings more than they love truth. And they will always push truth to the side for their feelings. Now, if that's not true, if you read here and you read there and you identified that Romans chapter 8, verse 31 tells you that if God is with you or with us, who could take a stand against us. So we're talking about the contradictions in the Bible, right? A contradiction such as this. She was a towering midget. What a wonderful torture. The torture was pleasing. How could somebody be towering and be a midget at the same time? How could someone be tortured, right, and pleased at the same time? Not unless you're a weirdo. And what we find out, that God is a weird guy. He tells you that if I'm with you, we're talking about the God of the King James Bible. We're not talking about what's going on in reality, because this is a Harry Potter book. This is a book of entrapment. It is a book of grimoire. It's a book of spells. It's a book of rites. It's a book of rites. It's a book of programming. It is a book that makes one a liar. Go ahead. Explain it. Explain this verse versus this verse and versus this statement. And the question mark is here. The question is clear. Which one is true? Is this one true? Is this one true? Or are they both true? Right? But God couldn't assist Judah in them in removing a people out of a valley because they had iron. Because God and Judah were still stuck in the Bronze Age. So if the people had steel rather than iron, then God would have had a much more difficult problem. And today the enemies of the Negro have nuclear weapons. Well, if God couldn't remove a people out of a valley, if God couldn't assist Judah and his men to remove a people out of a valley because they had chariots of iron, using their military to take a stand against Judah and them, and they stood against God and Judah, they were not removed. This is another new Black World Order TV Productions. We can trust the information that they gave us, but we got to verify. Verify what? Which one is true? Judah and his men could not remove a people because of their technology. And today we're dealing with artificial intelligence, nuclear weapons, right? Drone technology, right? Air supremacy. And God and Judah were stuck in the Bronze Age, while people that was in the valley had developed iron. Hadn't even got to steel yet. We're past the steel revolution, right? We're in the age of nanotechnology. We're in the age of synthetic biology, artificial intelligence, singularity enforcement. And the question is, if God couldn't remove these people because they had iron, how in the hell is God going to remove our oppressors? Trust information, but verify it. Measure twice, and you're only cut once. The question mark is here. Which one is true?